Hi, air signs. Welcome in, guys. I hope that you're doing well. Today is Tuesday, November the 19th. It's 7:48 p.m. Central Standard Time, Kansas City, Missouri. And I don't know where you're at in the neck of the woods, but this is where I am. You may be catching this video at another time. There's no time in the spirit. And something significant is about this date. And if you're on this reading, I really believe that. Anyway, my name is Shannon Hensley, and I'm glad to have you. I look at a lot of crime. The Most High is very tangible up on this table, and I fear the great creator of all things who gave us breath. There is a real enemy out there that operates under devil demonic energies, and we need to know what those people are up to. God tells us not to be ignorant of their devices. So, something crazy is going on. We've just been tracking the energy, so buckle up. You got those little ones around. Please just be, very discreet about certain things that could come out. It's very controversial on this platform. Very straightforward, very sharp. I can rebuke something in an instant. Could be uncomfortable for you at times. I just like to warn you, but God's speaking here. And God also gets angry about things that are crooked, and he's daddy, and daddies have that sternness to them, but it is always for upright purposes. And like I said, I feel the energy that way, and most I'll speak for himself. He most certainly will speak for himself here. I fear him and revere him, and we should have a good healthy trembling of fear for the creator. So anyway, let's see what's going on with you, air signs. Those of you who are able to help me, I'm dealing with a murderer. Literally, I've been dealing with it for a while, and yes, authorities and stuff know I'm stranded at a hotel, and if anybody's able to help, either put some food on my table and or give me some shelter for provision for shelter. I don't have no money to pay for this hotel room that I am stranded in, okay? And it's a big ordeal what I'm dealing with. And if you're brand new, I don't know how you found this channel, you just have to go back. I talk about my story all the time. I'm sure people are sick about it. I don't care. Because if it was you, you'd have to do the same thing. And that's my life. It's my life. I'm at the mercy of people doing the godly thing on my behalf. And I will have a court trial, and this thing will get wrapped up, and God's in control of it. But anyway, if you're able to help, my PayPal is ShannanEHensley Shah, which Shah is SHAHH at the end of my name. And then if you have Cash App, it's just ShannanEHensley. And it's down below in the description box. And may God bless you if you can help me. It's emergency. All right, you got people talking, and there is conversation. So y'all are my third reading out of 4 of these next 24-hour readings, and every one of them has conversation coming across it. Y'all have the conversation card in this deck, which shows a bunch of people talking about things. Sorry about this deck. They're just old. I didn't have no other tape but black tape to fix them. The most important thing is we hear the message. People are conversing, weighing pros and cons about things. You're either in this group, or for some of y'all, there's devil around. A real bad one. A real bad one. And something being aired out, and somebody dirty laundry going to be aired out. Okay, for some people's cases, people are talking, and so God says somebody was unclean, but he meant moral. There's a moral fault and vice that came out, but if somebody also don't give a rip, there's a devil around. Somebody may be just literally a dirty person on the outside too. Maybe their clothes are unclean. Maybe they're upright, but they can't afford something. Because I had the poverty that came out twice as well. So, but for some of your cases, somebody's just internally, spiritually unfreaking clean. Okay, but if somebody's just, they've been made poor and they can't help something, that's different. And so we're not talking about that. So if that energy is around, you did have the poverty card come out twice. And send you love and light, because we are dealing with somebody who gets off on being mean on purpose in these readings. It's just really, really strong. You have a journey or a travel, and the DMV just came out in the fire reading, and the chariot was upside down. Okay? And so you have a journey or traveling, okay, maybe from afar, or a subway or a train connection, or maybe there's just a railroad next to you for a clue that some of the energy is going to come out. This is about gifts for some of you all. If some of y'all who have the temptation and the bribery, then this will go to that bribery and flattery. Because God said there was communication coming, a message coming, and the word flattery was right behind that. It most certainly showed so. A purple ball. Now, purple is your crown chakra, and you're going to have to think. You have to do some thinking about some stuff. Somebody could be disguising themselves also just in general energy, whether they're clean or not, in their clothes or not. Somebody could be disguising themselves in clothing as well. Something like that is out here. A circle. Okay, so circle is births, deaths, eternity goes to a circle, wholeness, endings, beginnings, eternity, and things like that. Somebody could play ball or sports connected with something that's going on for some of you all. Some people are bouncing around the communication. I know that because the water reading said there was distortion of communication that was there. That's why you're going to have to really use your mind and listen to what people are saying out here. If you're weighing the pros and cons and you are upright, righteous, humble, all that stuff, God's going to give you the answer on something. Okay? Y'all had 3 that come out. And somebody's sick of somebody hanging around all the time. And they're very annoyed. Okay? And there's group settings here. Alright, well anyway, for whatever reason why they're there, and maybe you're just too kind to say, God's saying, okay? It says to do justice and judgment is more acceptable than sacrifice. Okay, something very sacrificial here, and something's going on. But to do justice and judgment in a matter is better than whatever's sacrificial for you in it. Okay, and so people are talking about some stuff, and so be it. So we have a headship that is coming out, and there's devil around it, man. You talk about beast-like energy. This is Nebuchadnezzar, and this tells us somebody's heart's like a freaking, my God, monster. But God's doing it because of somebody's pride. Because all that pride just came out in the fire reading. It says that when Nebuchadnezzar's heart, which is a leader, a big time leader, the emperor showed up in the water reading as well. So that's like, you can't get any more higher in the deck than the emperor. So we are dealing with somebody in a really big high place, folks. And they're prideful about some stuff. It says when his heart was lifted up and his mind hardened in pride, he was disposed from his kingly throne. And they took his glory from him, and he was driven away from the sons of men, and his heart was made like a beast. And his dwelling was with the wild asses, and they fed him grass like oxen, and his body was wet like the dew of heaven, until he knew that the Most High God ruled in the kingdom of men, and he appointed over it whomsoever he willed. Okay, somebody trying to control some stuff, and really, this whoever we're dealing with has got all this freaking pride, and they are controlling, and they think that, I guess, they're God, and they've literally just turned into some type of freaking monster. They're going to stay there in that position until they come to this realization that they're not God. You're not running the earth. God is. Bad ordeal, because this person's pompous nasty in that fire. It was a pompous nasty whatever person. And after I turned the camera off, I began to take my cards away. All the devil energy that was in that reading in this deck, the snake card came out. I was just like, my God, it was crazy on this table in that reading. It was crazy. But anyway, somebody thinks they're ruling the world, and they're just gonna have to meet God face to face, because he just said, I think it was a water reading or whichever one of those 2 readings, God said he's getting the last say. This individual that's some type of crazy out here that won't do justice because they know they're wrong. God said they know they're wrong. They're full of pride. They got secrets. They won't do what's right. Well, then I guess you're going to be an animal until you figure it out that you're not ruling the world. God is. just dumb, and they laugh at people's calamity. They're just mean, and they get off on it because they're animalistic. Show me air energy, please. There's a judgment going to take place. That is a judgment card as well. Show me air, Most High God, for the next 24 hours. Could be a cross-dresser here attached to something with this clothes just coming through that way as well. So your home is out here. Four of Wands, the King of Wands. Not all my cards are upright. We know he's in the reverse somewhere. If you are upright, then you are. This is an action taker here in the upright. Five of Cups, cold out here around this energy. And then to do justice, okay, is better than some type of sacrificial thing out here. And it is hard for somebody because God said that somebody need to go within and heal on the inside. They know they're wrong. Unless you humble yourself, then you're never going to be lifted up. But somebody's lifted up in their own pompous pride out here, and so God's going to bring them down like an animal. Four of Pentacles. So this kind of got the feel of the Hermit. This is like, there's grudges. Somebody just won't give something up, man. They are just freaking foul. This also hanging on to all you have as well. There's two fours here. Fours go back to organization as well. This is greed. And again, somebody in the fire reading, somebody's got some people's stuff, and they don't want, I guess your family members don't want you to know that there's some stuff that's rightfully yours, and they want to hold on to it. And somebody's going to go to jail for a death penalty. Came out in that reading where that King of Wands was upside down. Bitter and angry. The Hermit. So again, it has the feel of the actual Hermit card here. So this is like really thinking about things. And it's bitter though. Let's see what this is. So the C and the K and the T and the Q is out here in this reading thus far. There's two people here in the scales. I guess out of your house or around, I mean, there's a bunch of people here. So we got four people holding hands in your house, or whatever. How many people is even out here around maybe just some type of celebration around something's taking place where there's cups that's falling over here and something legal is around it. On, I guess, a trip out here. Somebody already did get flattered in something. I guess they did. Somebody's hanging around somebody because somebody's guilty for something out here. If somebody's trying to just cling to a situation, they feeling insecure about things. They don't want to be alone because of whatever's gone on, but somebody's annoyed about it. Maybe you need to talk to the person and say, hey, what's up, man? What's going on with this? This is like being real closed off. I won't open up for nothing. So whatever, they're guilty about something. Somebody is attached to something like that going on out here. Show me that. Show me the Five of Cups here. What's happened out here? Why is that Five of Cups here? So because there's lies and thievery. All right, well, it's a guilty card. There's the Three of Pentacles. It came out twice in the fire reading where the King of Wands was. And it deliberately, in one of the this deck came out in the reverse, meaning working against another person on purpose. On purpose. Because they know they're wrong. They don't want to face it. They're puffed up in their freaking pride. So they'd rather just be a monster and work against another person and lie, cheat, and steal. Because there's a death penalty on a couple of people, I guess, or on somebody. So they'd rather just take out an innocent person. They become a monster, folks. They become a freaking monster. This is like cold as ice and bitter. They've literally become an animal. The World card in the reverse, like that's it. That no more. That's no more. If it's upright with the World card, you did a great big cycle. It was successful. Let's go ahead and jump off the next round. There is no other round here on something going on. Somebody really thought about something out here, or is thinking about something. Then they are. So whoever's got the sex disease, The Queen of Pentacles came out in the reverse in the water reading, and the King of Wands came out in the reverse in the fire reading, which is a very sexual, promiscuous individual in the negative of his energy. This goes back to physicians and stuff with this house. It also can represent a judge, and so we do also have legal things here as well. And somebody needs to put a judgment on something. If somebody knows somebody's guilty out here, there's third party touch. There's some things that have taken place, caused this war with those 5 wands now out here. Somebody's really going, and that's what God said, go within and heal. But if somebody won't, because it came out in wording, they can't, they won't, they got secrets, there's pride there. They're going to die in something. Obviously, whoever's got the sex disease already got the death penalty on them from God. But why would you let your soul go to hell? I don't know, but somebody is going to go to prison, though, for a great big situation that went down because the word prison was there. It was already showing it. So, because somebody's a murderer somewhere. So, anyway, bitter, cold as ice, a liar. Somebody's trying to get somebody to work on something out here because they don't want their dirty laundry aired out. It's exactly what was showing. It's repeating itself in just a different type of a way. Show me the truth out here. And it's legal. Illegal. The pentacle in the reverse. It's the money. It's all that money, which it's the bribe. There's the King of Pentacles coming out. So this is about a secret physical exchange with 2 pentacles coming out on the truth. Somebody's got a bully out here. This is my bully card. It could be a big Taurus, but in this deck, just for me as a reader, there's somebody bullying somebody behind somebody's back. Now, often I'll get the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands on my table. They fight on my table. I've just had too many videos that say so. There is something against these 2 energies. Always come out. I'm just being reminded, yes, they always come out with that energy of somebody always trying to come back, and one of them, one or the other of them, keeps saying, no, this is over, no, this is over, but one will not accept that something's over. With whether it's a love situation or your family or business deal, no, it's over has been on my table with these 2 individuals for a long time. That's that world card. That's it. Still showing up here. That same energy still is here. All right. But anyway, whatever. These 2 people have done something, though, and it is around money and stuff and thievery and fraudulent things and stuff like that. And it's very sacrificial out here to do this justice and judgment. The message. Somebody either got a favorable testimony for some of your cases. If somebody's going to get up and do what's right and put a judgment on something, then there's justice out here. This is in the reverse, and for some of you all, this is in the reverse. This is promiscuous stuff. You can go watch the fire reading with it. Show me that King of Pentacles. The boss is here. Somebody gonna get fired for something as well. You could travel for your job just in general, but there's something going on with the DMV and an imposter, and somebody's got somebody else's identification. There's the devil, which is an imposter, which is a murderer, which is a thief, which is a toxic individual, which is like, I'm just going to sit here all the time. Somebody's like, go away. But they can't because there's something illegal around this person. The law is coming out on it as well. Well, and we get the word sick in the phonics. S-C-K is the 3 letters that we get out of these 2 cards in the pictograph. And the word sick just came out. Came out in the fire reading in a different way. And it came out, I think, in the water as well. Because somebody's got deadly sex disease. But it's just somebody's just sick, just in general. It's just somebody crazy somewhere. This ain't your friend. Because a friend was involved in something. Okay, or whatever. Something sick is going on around something. Show me the Four of Wands, please. Somebody got a same-sex issue out here as well, and somebody is an imposter with those clothes, and somebody's a different or the same gender is out here, but one may pose as the other. Because I'm only saying that because God brought it out. Somebody's married and they're having a same-sex affair, but they're married and they're going back to their spouse, and the spouse don't know about it, and that's devastating, I guess, for the person. That's pride. So something about travel was here around celebration out here. Okay, it's Cupid's arrows, fast travels. There's also an investigation card as well. So 2 8s are here. It was secretive. 8s go back to secrets. Eighth house goes back to death issues. Given those of you dealing with that, it's a secret walk away or a secret travel for all the wrong reasons why they did something or why they are doing something even still out here. 4 of Pentacles again. This is a pompous, greedy energy with the 4 Pentacles out here twice. Obviously, somebody's having an explosive conversation if somebody don't have the correct tone in the next 24 hours. If somebody's going to get mad because somebody won't open up, because that 4 Pentacles is an energy of I'm not opening up to you. Especially if all these months that these two individuals, the situation with whatever this is between the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, and somebody's trying to hold their ground and said, I said no. Then something's explosive around some stuff. Somebody's trying to tempt somebody somewhere. You got somebody who just won't have it, though. They're jealous because the jealous person was in the hidden space. Somebody jealous of somebody. They're out of freaking control, or they were, and something's already happened. And that's why there's a death penalty on somebody that way as well for jealous. His prison was there. What's in the hidden space? This could be just brothers in a rivalry, co-workers, but for some of y'all, it's a friendship situation. Or a friend was involved in something with it. Could be your partner if you work for the law out here. But people are talking about things. People are talking. Show me what's in the space. Weighing some pros and cons on some stuff going on out here. So in the hidden, there's knowledge of things with the stars. This is using your intuition in this deck. It's also acting, but it's exposure of stuff. What else is out here in the hidden space? Again, if you're dealing with an imposter, then they are just acting. If you are dealing with somebody in the industry, because the devil can go back to the industry, then somebody is very well known out here that way as well in the hidden space. Show me more information. Regardless, something's guided or something's about the nighttime's known about as well. So your partner is here. This is a card that talks about your partner. So somebody's work partner or your partner's out here, friend, whatever. This is a professional card. This could be somebody masculine in their body, or which would be the King of Wands energy. If he's not masculine in his body, and maybe he's got little man syndrome, I don't know. He's just very fierce, and he's masculine the way he comes across, or whoever's playing what role in a situation. Okay, there's a friend here. Well, for some of you, this is a perverted thing because the dog traces us back to that which we know. There's prostitution. Out here we had the pimp and warding come out, which that King of Wands would represent a pimp. And somebody was calling up the pimp last night or 2 days ago, whenever it was. They're trying to protect something. This is a protecting, being some type of loyal person. But if you're being loyal, folks, to some perverted thing out here, I mean, because something's very sacrificial about putting a judgment on something. What did you have morals and ethics? Is my question. I guess some people don't. Either somebody is upright or not. And for some of y'all, there's good news. For some of y'all, collectively, people will do the right thing. Those of you being tempted, and this is, again, somebody coming back to do some little hey baby in some type of stupid, perverted freaking way, and somebody's going to say no, then you're doing the right thing there. But somebody's lying about some stuff out here, and they are trying to work on something against another person. But there's legal matters around this matter. Anyway, they're just known. They don't want their stuff known. That's exactly what it said in the fire reading. This is concerts and stuff, so there is somebody that is known out here. This is support groups. You got groups of people here as well. Anyway, ego trip, though, for some of your cases. I wish people would just do what was right, if it would be possible, and find some grace, man. But anyway, some people got pride, like God said, so much that turned into a freaking beast. And God's going to let them sit there until they realize who's running the universe. Person's out of order. Because for a lot of people, this is a mean, pompous piece of nutcase. All about them and nobody else. Yeah, right there. That's all they are, is a big fat jerk. All they are. Well, I'm sure their parents are ashamed of them. Maybe they were raised right, maybe they weren't, but that's a shameful person come out of somebody's womb. An unpredictable factor is out here attached to something. America. Okay? So this person could or could not be from America. Anyway, I had somebody that vexed a stranger. But there's something about travel energy. So something's happened with somebody who was not from this country, or I don't know where you're from. But anyway, somebody's got true allegation with proof to some stuff, folks. And somebody's guilty. Again, it just said they know they're wrong. But somebody sets an authority attached to this matter, even though there's truth and allegations with proof. Whoever this big shot is out here, because they're involved in whatever their connection is with some stuff, they'd rather let the innocent party suffer in some nonsense and take it the side of a perverted piece of crazy out here and a devil. Or you're going to do the right thing. God said he's going to get less say, so whatever's going to take place, it's unpredictable how it's going to turn out, but God did say he's going to get less say in something. And we know God is just and right. Whoever the freak is, they don't run the earth. The army is out here connected to some stuff. Something about having mutual feelings, and they are trying to get somebody in unity. They are. Come out all day, but they're really not in unity. They're capped off. Thank you for this, Most High. Jehovah Jireh will provide the need. Again, this is somebody sitting here going, no. Because that poverty was up there twice in the fire and the water reading. And it stated somebody laughing at somebody's calamity for being broke. And this person's part of the stuff. And they've stole some stuff. It don't even belong to this person. But for some, whatever the connections are, this person's like, nope, I'm going to hang on to it. Sorry. God's going to supply the need some way, somehow. You're in error, whoever I'm talking to. You're in error. So, keeping the Shabbat, okay, and so if you don't know, that's the 7th-day Sabbath, okay, and God rested on the Sabbath, and that's a sign that you belong to God. You keep all 10 of those commandments, nobody can penetrate that. If somebody is even trying to do that, they'll pay a hell price with God coming in between you and your Creator. It says that the blessing of Jehovah makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Okay, well, there's definitely some type of stupid nonsense around some stuff. Your relatives are involved in this matter. There is a freaking thug out here. They're right up underneath this judgment and this devilish nonsense. They're unclean to God. They're nothing but a freaking thug, a big jerk. They think that they're just monsters, all they are. Political energy is out here. It says, go from the presence of a foolish man when you perceive not in him the lips of knowledge. And we had another scripture that came out about somebody not giving, I don't know how it was worded, but somebody who doesn't give a rip about knowledge. They're full, man. Knowledge will, if you don't have knowledge, you're going to be destroyed. Somebody's obviously done something, gotten tangled with somebody out here that's a freak. And this person, they're going to try to come back around to the collective energy. When they open their mouth, and you perceive they don't have any true knowledge inside of them, you better, again, say no. You just get away from them. They're filthy to God. And they trying to use temptation. Look, they're a fallen worker of iniquity, and they're never going to rise. This person has no forgiveness with God. They've done something nasty out here. God keeps bringing it out. The person's just a filth bag. I don't even know why God's allowing them to even breathe in the earth. They're just a karmic. But somebody's just being tried, tested and tried. God, if God's word's in you, it'll be tried and true. But God won't if you fall for a temptation, that's actually found inside you. So it's you're somebody dealing with somebody that's fallen out here. They will never rise. Somebody's secret is out on something. Well, anyway, somebody's out of country out here. An earthquake, a commotion, and a shake. A baby situation. Somebody's ego. That's a devil card. And God is saying a bad thing will be made right. He said He's going to get the last say. God's running the kingdom, not this person, whoever they are. He's sovereign. All right, there is eternity out here. The water rune has come out on all these readings thus far. I still got one more reading to do. There's the boat right here. So whatever that is about all the time on my platform, one of these days I'm going to know what it's about. This is an embarrassment on somebody, and they'd rather let somebody die or suffer because something's embarrassing upon them. It's really sad, but God says He's going to make a thing right and provide something out here anyway. It's really quite the shame. The letter L is out here, and the year came out. This is eternity. This is a radical change in something's going to take place, because God gave some people, you got 24 hours, you're either going to live or die. And there's a changed forever factor to what all this stuff entirely is, how it's going to energetically play out for any given person. It came out in the water reading. So whatever you do with this individual, with the temptation out here and this money and this exchange and stuff like that, they're fallen. You will be changed forever, because this person has been changed forever. Okay, there's death out here attached to some stuff. It's a death rune, but it's also a victory rune as well. And if God's going to get the last say, He ain't moved by this freak or these freaks or whoever's involved in the perverted nonsense going on out here. It's crazy. So, somebody's name could be Larry, L-R-Y. I could get those 3 letters out of those 2 runes specifically. And the A is out here. Somebody's name is Larry specifically out here, or any of those letters. The lake, the L and the K make the lake. We got something by water. The water rune is here as well. Anyway, the T, the C, the K, the S, the stars is the letter P. Like I said, the Q is out here. The L and the R and the Y, like I said. All right, folks. Well, good luck. Do whatever you feel like you got to do. Those of you all can help me, thank you very much. It's an emergency. May God bless you. Shalom. My information is down below.